metal sector occupational diseases and protection ways. Physical reasoned occupational diseases. We can tell noise-induced hearing loss, occupational diseases seen at the people who work in the hot and cold environment, diseases depending on ionizing, non-ionizing and effects of radiation, health problems caused by high and low pressure, and the diseases happening due to the effect of vibration and repeating operations. Chemical reasoned occupational diseases. Chemical factors are the most common ones amongst the workplace environment factors seen at metal sector. The number of chemical substances appeared during the different work and operations performed at the sector are expressed by 100,000. Some of them don't constitute for human health, but many occupational diseases can constitute belonging to the chemical substances. Amongst the most common samples, poisoning caused by the heavy metals like lead, mercury. The diseases caused by poisonous and irritant gases like carbon monoxide, hydrogen cyanide, sulfur dioxide. The health problems caused by benzene, toluene, hexane, trichloroethylene, chloroethylene, etc. solvents, and the diseases caused by acid and alkaline substances, pesticides, carcinogenic materials, etc. Occupational diseases caused by dusts. There are different diseases caused by the dusts. Many of them relate to respiratory system. Some dusts make irritant effect on the skin and mucosas. Some of them gather in the lungs, cause the chronic diseases of respiratory system by causing reaction, and some cause cancer to develop. Occupational diseases belonging to ergonomic factors. While working, some factors like the positions in working forms not suitable to health, lifting heavy load and carrying it, and fast working tempo can also be the reason for health problems. How to protect from occupational diseases. Occupational diseases are the diseases which are possible to protect from, since the reason for the disease belongs to workplace. Occupational diseases can be avoided by taking effective measures in the workplace, as well as the technical applications to control the factor causing the disease or base. Some medical applications are also important for protection. The protective approaches at the occupational diseases can be discussed in 4 titles: controlling approaches at the source. The most effective approach to protect from the dangers in the workplace is to control the risk at the source. For this reason, several engineering applications are carried out. For example, stopping the dusting by the effective ventilating methods in the dusty environments and by keeping the environment wet is quite useful to avoid the diseases belonging to dust. Decreasing the level of noise by adjusting a machine making noise or operating the device in the closed system are also the examples of controlling at the source. In order to control the risks in the source, amongst the methods used the methods like ventilation, covering, separating, or changing the technology used can be said. For the ventilating system to be able to be effective, it requires to move the harmful substance away from the environment by sucking through a level lower than the breathing level of the person. This type of ventilating is named local emptying ventilation. Individual protective applications. Although the studies of controlling the risks from the source is the most effective approach for protection, opportunity cannot be found in every case. As well as all the effort is made for the control at the source, it can't be to control the risk completely. In the cases like this, some applications can also be performed in order to decrease the employees getting affected. For example, if it is not possible to decrease the level of noise in a metal shop down the limit value permitted, you can benefit from the ear protectors. In the similar way, if it can't be possible to control the dust completely in a dusty workplace in spite of all the efforts, or if it isn't possible to control a chemical substance at the source, different masks can be used. In fact, if the individual protective applications can't assure the demanded output, it can require to be used for the other applications. A subject that must be considered here is that the individual protective applications mustn't be the first solution to mind. Technical applications, primarily being for the source, should be fulfilled. In addition to them, when it requires, the individual protectors must also be used. Medical approaches about avoiding the occupational diseases. Some medical approaches are also benefited from. The objective of the medical applications is to prevent the principal education and some clinics and persons to meet risk. However, in spite of all the effort, also the occupational diseases to be able to occur can happen in the early period with the clinics, and in this way, the possibility to recover can be increased. The medical approaches on avoiding the occupational diseases can continue with examinations to enter the work distance control examinations and health education. Administrative measures. In order to protect the employees from the dangers in the workplace, the applications mentioned above are very important. However, sometimes, especially in cases the danger is more, some applications can also done administratively. Amongst them, decreasing the number of employees in the sections where danger is more, shortening the working time, or working in these sections alternately, with rotation, can be example for this subject.